Is it time to buy or sell NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF? In this video, we will explore the NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF in detail. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 19th of August, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You certainly don't want to miss any important updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Harness the power of AI to receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is intended for informational purposes only and should not be construed as financial advice. Since the 19th of August, 2025, our system has ranked the NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -1.25. Now let's examine the performance of this ETF during this time frame. We will continue to monitor this assessment to observe how it progresses in the upcoming days. The exchange-traded fund is currently positioned within a narrow and weak rising trend in the short term, suggesting a further increase may be on the horizon. The current 3-month trend indicates a potential change of approximately 6.78% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging between 5.3% and 8.65%. In terms of long-term analysis, our 12-month projection shows a potential change of -0.96%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between -21.19% and +0.346% over the upcoming year. This would place the future price in the range of approximately $41.91 to $53.36. Our latest daily update for the NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF includes the headline: NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF downgraded from buy candidate to sell candidate after the Tuesday trading session. The price of the NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF decreased by 1.02% on the last trading day, Tuesday, the 19th of August, 2025, dropping from $53.73 to $53.18. During this trading day, the ETF experienced fluctuations of 1.11%, with a low of $53.11 and a high of $53.70. The price has increased in 6 out of the last 10 days and has risen by 1.62% over the past 2 weeks. Volume rose on the last day by 2 million shares. Although this occurred alongside falling prices, this may serve as an early warning, indicating a slight increase in risk over the next few days. In total, 5 million shares were traded, amounting to approximately $290,096,000. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $54.47, while the lowest was $41.17. Currently, the price is 2.37% or $1.29 below the 52-week high of $54.47, which also marks the all-time high for the ETF. QQQI is in the spotlight this week after a series of headlines highlighting a distribution yield of approximately 14 to 15% and consistent monthly payouts from an actively managed Nasdaq 100 covered call strategy. Recent announcements confirmed distributions for July as part of that ongoing monthly income stream. Coverage indicates strong upside capture compared to the QQQ benchmark and suggests that the fund has thus far avoided the net asset value decay that is often seen with some income overlays. In the short term, these yield figures and new distribution notices may drive inflows from income seekers, which could support the ETF's share price and narrow any discount to intrinsic value. However, the ex-dividend effect will temporarily put pressure on the price around payout dates. A continuous flow of positive headlines also tends to enhance investor interest and liquidity. Long-term impacts depend on execution. If the options program continues to generate substantial income without eroding net asset value, investor demand could maintain a premium and lead to attractive total returns. On the other hand, persistent use of return of capital, increasing option costs in volatile markets, or missing out on gains during significant tech rallies could compress net asset value and negatively affect long-term performance. The following signals have been identified for NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF. the NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF holds a sell signal from the short-term moving average. At the same time, however, there is a buy signal from the long-term average. Since the short-term average is above the long-term average, there is a general buy signal in the ETF, indicating a positive forecast. Should the ETF continue to gain, it will encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $53.65. Conversely, if the ETF declines, it will find support from the long-term average at about $52.77. A breakout above the short-term average will trigger a buy signal, while a breakdown below the long-term average will generate a sell signal. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Some negative signals have also emerged, which may impact the near-term development. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Wednesday, the 13th of August, 2025, and so far, it has fallen by 1.32%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Yesterday, volume increased alongside falling prices, which may serve as an early warning. It is advisable to monitor the ETF more closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, sell signal from 5 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 4 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal from 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal from 14 days ago. If we analyze the chart from the past 12 months, we observe short moving average, sell signal from 14 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal from 60 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 55 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF. The NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF finds support from accumulated volume at $52.91. This level may present a buying opportunity as an upward reaction can be anticipated when the support is tested. Generally, this ETF exhibits controlled movements, and with its strong liquidity, the associated risk is regarded as very low. Over the past day, the ETF fluctuated by $0.59 between its high and low, reflecting a change of 1.11%. For the past week, the ETF has experienced an average daily volatility of 0.602%. Now, let's discuss some potential day trading levels for NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF is at $53.32. If you don't own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the ETF, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF encounters its first support level at $52.91. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our assessment of this exchange-traded fund is unfavorable, and we have not established a stop loss. Is NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF a good buy? NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income holds several negative signals, and we believe it will continue to perform weakly in the coming days or weeks. Consequently, we maintain a negative evaluation of this ETF. Due to some minor weaknesses in the technical picture, we have revised our analysis conclusion for this ETF from a buy to a sell candidate since our last evaluation. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 20th of August, we expect NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF to open higher by 15 cents and begin trading at $53.33. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you agree to take responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.